If you own a 2010 to a 2019 Can-Am Spyder RT, then you may have noticed that the rear trunk lid support strut that came equipped from the factory is not quite strong enough to hold up the trunk lid on the rear top case when it's open. This can be a nuisance when you're trying to load and unload your trunk with cargo for the next trip. To address this issue, we've teamed up with Showchrome to bring you guys a heavy-duty support strut that not only keeps your trunk lid open, but also provides lift support, so that you can load and unload your cargo with ease, without having to worry about manually holding up the trunk lid. Now that you know how helpful this mod is, let's get started with the install on one of our shop Spyder RTs.
Before you begin, make sure that your bike is on level ground and that your parking brake is engaged. Unlatch and open your trunk lid. Use a T20 Torx wrench to remove the 3 screws holding in your passenger backrest pad, as well as the 2 screws holding in the plastic trim panel above. Carefully slide the passenger backrest pad up and away from the bike to remove it, so that you can remove the plastic trim panel. Next, locate the top side of the factory trunk shock and use a T30 Torx and 10mm wrench to loosen and remove the mounting bolt. Lift up on the trunk lid so that you can carefully remove the factory spacer that's inserted through the top of the trunk shock. While supporting the trunk lid, use a small flathead screwdriver to pry up the metal retention clip so that you can disconnect the bottom of the trunk shock and remove it from the bike. Slide the top side of your new trunk shock through the plastic channel and lift up on the trunk lid so that you can push the bottom of the shock into place. Grab the factory spacer we removed earlier and insert it through the top side of the new shock. Then use a T30 Torx and 10mm wrench to reinstall the factory hardware, making sure not to over-tighten. Close and open your trunk lid to test the functionality of your new trunk shock. If everything looks good, reinstall the plastic trim panel, followed by the passenger backrest pad, then use a T20 Torx wrench to reinstall the factory screws.
And that's all there is to it, folks. Now, if a heavy-duty replacement strut for your rear trunk is on your mod list, head over to slingmods.com or click the link in the description below to grab one for your bike. And as always, feel free to like and subscribe to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest mods for the Spyder RT. I'm Jen, and we'll see you out on the road.